Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today is Saturday, February the 27th, 2021, meaning I got a happy birthday shout out going out to Beverly Harris Hanneke and Linda Faucz, and so, Tracy Young. And so, without further ado, hey Tracy, hey Linda, hey Beverly, hey, I heard it's your birthday today, so happy birthday, I'ma say. You know you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey Beverly, hey Linda, hey Tracy, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. That's another trip around the sun that you made. You know, that's one happy birthday that you're having today. Oh, well, I hope so. So happy birthday to you, I say, and many more. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Only going to mention my Pokey pal, Amanda Sue Little, and Shen Show Share, Joyce and Ernie Hale. Sorry. Joyce and Ernie Hale and Amanda Sue Little. I'm not going to get into my friends that likes the Shen Show today because, well, I didn't get to do that. Didn't get to do that research to get there, so, well, it ain't going to be there. So, just letting you know. Anyway, how about some weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area? That's right, St. Charles viewing area is going to have some rain tonight. That's right. Rain showers early will envelop into mostly steady rain overnight. Lows are going to be near 50 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 70%. And then for Sunday, February the 28th, showers in the morning. Then some cloudy in the afternoon with morning highs around 64 degrees Fahrenheit, with temperatures falling down to near 55. Winds are going to be west and northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Cloudy early, becoming mostly clear overnight, after midnight that is, and low temperatures are going to be around 29 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then, how about Monday, March the 1st? That's right, Monday, March the 1st. A mainly sunny sky with highs around 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then clear skies overnight with lows around 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds are going to be northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for March the 2nd, Tuesday, March the 2nd, that is, partly cloudy skies with slight chances of rain showers. Highs are going to be around 51 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures around 33 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable south to southwest at approximately 6 miles per hour. And then, how about Wednesday, March the 3rd? That's right, March on the 3rd. Mostly sunny skies with highs around 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then clear to low temperatures overnight. Clear with low temperatures overnight of 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable west to southwest at about 5 miles per hour. And then Thursday, March the 4th, for our final day of our 5-day forecast, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny skies. Highs are going to be around 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds going to be kind of mild, north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy during the evening, followed by some cloudy skies overnight. Lows are going to be around 39 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, that's your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Well, I'll tell you what. I was going to sing a song because somebody threw it out there on the Facebook, and I think it was Kevin John Strart. Anyway, one of my Facebook friends, one of my one of my Shen show watchers, Shane, Kevin Shane. Yeah, I think that's who it was. Anyway, the song was cover of the Rolling Stone, and the group was Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. I'm trying to get this chair to do what I want it to do. There we go. There we go. Just had to tilt it back just a little bit. Oh, blame it on the Stones. Oh, we're big rock singers. We got golden fingers, and we only loved everywhere we go. We sing about the beauty, and we sing about the truth, and $10,000 a show. Well, we take a kind of pill to give us the kind of thrill, but the thrill we have never known is there that'll get you when you get your picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone, wanna see my picture on the cover of the Stone. Wanna buy 5 copies for my mother's Stone. Wanna see my smiling face on the cover of the Rolling Stone. I know that ain't the way that song goes, so I'm just going to hip her on out and do something else on account I don't know that one. How about the story of Noah and the Ark? How about the local story of Noah and the Ark? How about lyrics, Bill Cosby and the Noah's Ark? Here we go. Well, it seems that one day there was this feller named Noah working around in his garage, kind of minding his business. He wasn't doing anything, and he's standing on a chair behind Noah. He's ringing a bell once, and God says, "Noah." Noah looks up. "Is somebody calling me?" He shrugs, and then he goes back to his work. God, ding, Noah. Noah looks at him and looks around the room and says, "Who is that?" God says, "It's the Lord, Noah." Yeah, right. Who are you? What do you want? I've been good. Well, I want you to build an ark. And Noah says, "Yeah, right. What's an ark?" Well, you get some wood and you build it 300 cubits by 80 cubits and 40 cubits by... Noah, right. What's a cubit? And God's like, "Well, never mind. Don't worry about that right now. After you built the ark, I want you to go out into the world and collect all the animals of the world, 2 by 2, male and female, and put them into the ark." Noah, right. Who is this really? And what's going on? How come you want me to do all these weird things? Well, I'm going to destroy the world. Yeah, right. And am I on candid camera? Is there somebody out there? How are you doing this? How are you going to destroy the world? Well, I'm going to make it rain for 1,000 days and drown them right out. Noah was like, right. Listen, do this and you'll save water. Let it rain for only 40 days and 40 nights and wait for the sewers to back up. God, right. So Noah began to build the ark. And of course, his neighbors weren't too happy about it. Can you imagine leaving for the office at 7 a.m. and seeing an ark? So anyway, the neighbor enters whistling with his briefcase. Hey, you over there. Noah's like, what do you want? What is that thing? Well, you want to get it out of my driveway? I've got to work. Hey, listen, what is that thing for anyway? Noah says, I can't tell you. Can't you even give me a little hint? Noah says, you want a hint? Neighbor says, yes, please. Well, how long can you tread water? The neighbors, there's one in every neighborhood. And he shakes his head and leaves. Now, Noah finally got the ark built. Then he had the task of gathering up all the animals 2 by 2. So Noah, hey, anybody know how to tell the difference between a male and a female mosquito? Look in the box. I told you rabbits before, only 2. He puts the box in a boat. When finally the last 2 animals are on the boat, let's get this thing closed up before God asks me to do something else. I'm sick. I'm 600 years old, and I'm getting too old for this here sort of thing. And God says, Noah's like, I knew it. What do you want now? You're going to have to take one of those hippos off and get another one. Why? Because you've got 2 males. You need a female. I'm too tired to bring anything else on board. You change one of them. Come on, you know I don't work like that. But I'm sick and tired of this. I've been working all day, every day, like crazy for months now, and dawn to dusk. I'm tired of this. Noah, yeah? How long can you tread water? Ha, ha, ha. Noah says, yeah, okay, well, I got the news for you. I got news for you. You keep talking about this flood, and I haven't seen a drop of rain. Meanwhile, the whole neighborhood is making fun of me, and I told one of my friends I'd been talking to the Lord, and he laughed so hard he wet his pants. And do you know, I'm the only guy in town with an ark in his yard? People are picketing and calling the health department. Strangers walking up to me and saying, how's it going, Tarzan? And I'm sick and tired of all this, and you let me get a pregnant elephant. Do you give me any instruction booklet? No. Here I am, standing under an elephant, and right on top of me, I am telling you, I have had enough. You're supposed to see all and know all. And, well, have you seen the bottom of that ark? Who's going to be cleaning that mess up? Not me, I tell you. I quit. I'm tired of this, and I'm going to let the animals out and burn that ark to the ground, and I can't believe that you made me do all this. And then God takes a watering can and begins to pour water on Noah's head. And Noah continues, I can't believe the mess you got me into, and it's raining. This isn't just a shower, is it? Okay, all right, it's me and you, Lord. Me and you all the way. I'm with you, Lord, whatever you say. There you go. That was Noah and the Ark by Bill Cosby. talking about what would happen if it happened today. Oh, Lord, yes. And then there's Andy Griffith. He's got stories, I tell you. Lyrics, Andy Griffith, what it was football. Well, it was way back last October, I believe it was, and, well, we was a-going to hold a tent service out there at their college town, and we got there about dinner time on Saturday. Well, different ones of us thought that we ought to get us a mouthful to eat before we set up the tent. So we got off the truck and followed this little bunch of people through this little small tiny bitty patch of woods there. And we came up on a big sign that says, "Get something to eat here." Well, I went up and I got me 2 hot dogs and a big orange drink. And before I could take a mouthful of that there food, this whole raft of people come up and around me and got me into where I couldn't eat nothing. Up like, and I dropped my big orange drink. Well, friends, they commenced to moving, and there wasn't so much a thing I could do but move with them. Well, we commenced to go through all kinds of doors and gates, and I don't know what all. And I looked up and over at them, and it says North Gate. Well, we kept on going through there, and pretty soon, we come up a young boy, and he says, "Ticket, please." And I says, "Well, friend, I don't have a ticket. I don't even know where it is that I'm a-going." Well, he says, "Come on out as quick as you can." And I says, "I'll dare. I'll turn right around the first chance I get." Well, we kept on a-moving through there, and pretty soon everybody got to where it was that they was a-going. And because they had parted and I could see pretty good, and what I seen was this whole raft of people a-sitting on these 2 bank sands a-looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture. Now, somebody had took and drawed white lines all over it and up and down it. And then somebody had to go to sleep. Okay, and then somebody had took and drawed lines all up and down all over it and drove some posts in it. And I don't know what all. And I looked down there, and I sees these 5 or 6 convicts a-running up and a-down and a-blowing whistles. And then I looks down there, and I sees these pretty girls swirling, and there's these little bitty short dresses, and they was a-dancing around. And so I thought I'd sit down and see what else it was that was going to happen. And about that time, I got sat down good. I looked down there, and I sees 30 or 40 men that come running out of one end of a great big old tunnel, and this house, and down there, and everybody, where I was sitting, got up and hollered. And I asked this feller, I says, that was sitting beside me, I says, "Friend, what is that, all that they're a-hollering for?" Well, he whopped me on the back, and he says, "Buddy, have a drink." I says, "Well, I believe I will have another big orange." And I got it, and I sat back down. And when I got there again, I seen that the men had got in 2 little bitty bunches down there, real close together, and they was voting. They elected 1 man apiece, and then men to come out to the middle of that there cow pasture, and they shook hands. Now, like they hadn't seen each other in a long time. Then a convict, he comes over to where they was standing, and he took out a quarter, and he then commenced to odd manning right there. And after a while, I sees what it was that they was odd manning for. It was that both bunches of them wanted this funny-looking little pumpkin to play with. And I knowed, friends, that they couldn't eat it, because they kicked it the whole evening, and it never busted. Now, both bunches wanted that thing. One bunch got it, and it made the other bunch just a little mad, and that they could be. Just as mad as they could be. And friends, I see that even the awful fight that I ever had seen in my life. They would run at one another, and they would kick one another, and they would throw one another down, and stomp on one another, and grind their feet into one another, and I don't know what all. And just as fast as one of them would get hurt, they would bring him off, and they'd run another one on. Well, they done that as long as I sat there. And pretty soon, this boy that had said, "Ticket, please," well, he come up to me, and he says, "Friend, you're going to have to leave, because it is that you don't have a ticket." And I says, "Well, all right." And I got up, and I left. I don't know, friends, to this day, what it was that they was a-doing down there. But I have studied about it. And I think it was that it's some kindly of a contest, whereas they see which bunch of them men's can take that pumpkin and run from one end of the cow pasture to the other without getting knocked down or stepping in something. There you go. That was what it was football. Okie dokie. Hey, that looks like it's the end of that for us. We're going to be reading a story for the kids. Come on over, kids. Gather around, gather around. Let's see if we can't find... Where are our Disney stories? There we go. We're going to find us. We're going to find us another Disney story. Oh, we're going to find us. We're going to find us another Disney story. Oh, we're going to get up and go. Get up and gone in a went with the old picture show. We're going to find us. We're going to find us another picture story. That's what we're going to do. We're going to find us another picture story. Disney 1, Disney 2. That was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs we done yesterday. This is Frozen Ever After. Princess Mona. Princess September Summary. Chicken Little. I remember Chicken Little. Let's do the Chicken Little story. They say that it's a Disney, but we're going to try it anyway. Chicken Little is a little chicken who always had a solution for everything. Well, one day, Chicken Little was playing in the yard under a maple tree when a squirrel rushed by with his armful of acorns, and one of these acorns just fell and hit Chicken Little right whack in the middle of the head. Then the acorn bounced back into the hole in the tree, leaving no evidence that it was ever there. Well, then the acorn bounced back into the... So, Chicken Little looked around. She looked up, she looked down, and she looked all around, but she could not put her finger on what had hit her in the head. Chicken Little always had an answer for everything, and so she thought for a while, and she came to the conclusion that the sky must be falling down. Well, this made Chicken Little very afraid, and so she thought to inform the king. Well, she packed up some of her things that she needed into a bandana, and she tied it to the end of a stick and threw it over her shoulder and hit the road. Well, on her way, she met Cocky Locky, who stopped her and asked her what was the issue, and she told him. She said, "I was a-sitting under the tree when this piece of the sky fell, and it hit me right on the head." Cocky Locky also got worried, and he joined Chicken Little, and they both headed for the king's castle. Now soon they met Ducky Daddles on their way, and Ducky Daddles asked, "Why are you both in so much of a hurry?" Well, they both told the incident that had happened with Chicken Little, and they said, "You haven't heard, the sky is falling. A big piece fell on Chicken Little and almost squashed her." Well, Ducky Daddles was very scared, and so he too joined them to tell the king the very important news. Well, they only made it halfway when they met Goosey Poosey, and Goosey Poosey asked, "Hey, what is the matter with all of you? You look stressed." Well, Ducky Daddles explained the whole incident to Goosey Poosey, and Goosey Poosey thought that they would be needing some protection, as the king's castle was quite far, and so the four friends traveled to the castle. They spread the news where they traveled, that the travelers over the river and through the woods, past grandmother's house, and all the way to the king's castle. And well, when they got there, the king was very surprised to see them. "What are you all doing here?" the king asked. And they told the king, "The world is ending. They revised the complete incident in front of the king as a proof." But the king wanted to see the piece of the sky that they were talking about. But Chicken Little didn't have it. "How can you say that it was a piece of the sky?" Well, how can you say that it was a piece of the sky? It could be anything. It could be the king, concluded the king. And Chicken Little replied, "There was nothing above me except for the tree, and there was nothing on the ground when I got hit, and I will always have an answer for everything. So the only thing above me was the sky." The king was not really ready to agree with them, and so the king traveled back with Chicken Little to take a look at the tree under which she was sitting that day. Well, you waited around for a while, and when a squirrel came running by and yelled down to them, "Hey guys, did you see my acorn I dropped yesterday?" All of them started to investigate, and finally, when Chicken Little checked the hole inside the tree, she saw a missing acorn. The squirrel was happy. Chicken Little was happy. And Chicken Little learned that the sky was not falling, and that sometimes it's okay to not allow all of the answers. It's okay not to know all of the answers. So there you go. That was the story of Chicken Little. Boy, I tell ya. Okay, hey, that looks like it's it for Bedtime Stories with TV Grandpa. You guys have a great day, great night. Looks like it's time for the Daily Bread portion of the program, which is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within one year. Now today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe is Numbers 17 through 19 and Mark 6:30 through 56. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 to get your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, let's see. Today's reading, today's devotion is No Longer Yourself. And so I will be reading Galatians 2:14 through 21 for you, because as of always I cannot read the daily bread portion of the book. I can't read the devotion because they have their own narrator and their own narrated version of the story, and so therefore you'll have to tune into or go to odb.org and check out our Daily Bread magazine. When I saw that they were not acting in line with the truth of the gospel, I said to Cephas, in front of them all, you are a Jew, yet you live like the Gentiles and not like a Jew. How is it then that you force Gentiles to follow Jewish customs? We who are Jews by birth and not sinful Gentiles know that a person is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith in Jesus Christ. So we too have put our faith in Christ Jesus, that we may be justified by faith in Christ and not by the works of the law. Because by the works of the law no one will be justified. But in seeking to be justified in Christ, we Jews find ourselves also among the sinners. Doesn't that mean that Christ promotes sin? Absolutely not. If I rebel what I destroy, then I really would be a lawbreaker. Now, for though the law I did to the law, for though the law I died to the law, so that I might live for God. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. So, there you have it, my friends. That was Galatians 2:14 through 21. Alrighty then, hey, that looks like the end of the Shen Show for today. I got one more song for you that'll be, oh, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's Ben Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.